Our next speaker, she's traveled and done a bunch of road shows with us. She's an absolute powerhouse speaker. Let's have you stand and bring some insane energy as we're about to bring her out. She is proof that when purpose meets persistence, empires get built. She went from bartending and grinding at Gold's Gym to building a life insurance business that spans over 11 states, supports over 150 business partners, and has helped insure tens of thousands of families across America. As the founder of the Dreammakers team and the Dreammakers Ripple Effect Foundation, she's not only created an 8-figure business, but she's created a movement of hope and leadership that's changing lives in her field and in her community. Her mission is to help ordinary people become extraordinary, and she is about to do that for all of us. 8%, please welcome to the stage for the first time ever, Ashley Colie.
I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm 2 + 2, I'm for sure. You down, I'm down, baby, let's go. You stop, you drop, baby, then roll. You twerk, you pop, booty so swole. I'd hate me too if I were you. And when it comes to billions, I'll take 2.
Over the next 20 minutes, I hope that you're in a position to move. Say move. Say move. Fantastic. Who wants to play a card game with me? Fantastic. Because I like card games. And I do have to have just one quick question. This is for the gentlemen. Gentlemen, please raise your hands. Is that all the gentlemen? Yes? Okay, gentlemen, I have a serious question for all of you. Are you ready? Is your bathroom colder than the girls' bathroom? I just want to know. Is it freezing? Yes? It's not. Okay, fantastic, great. Well, that was a lovely poll there. So who said that they wanted to play a card game with me? Okay, fantastic. Great. So what I want you guys to do is, I'm just going to kind of hand out some cards. Can you just hand those cards out for me? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I know one thing for me is whenever I'm with my kids, we played games. No joke, you guys. Like, we love solitaire. We love 31. Just go ahead and pass out all these cards if you guys can. That would be great. Just pass them all out for me. That would be really wonderful. And do not go up against my daughter. Her name is Chloe. I call her Chloe Bear. She's my little shopping buddy. And Chloe, she is a beast at 31. Anybody know the game of 31? A little bit? Nobody. Fantastic. Who knows poker? Okay. All the guys said that. That's fantastic. Well, folks, there's 52 cards in a deck. Now, this card trick is really not a trick. I guess you can call it like a game if you want to. If there's 52 cards in a deck, what I want to go through is, have you ever heard the statement, this is just the dealt, I guess this is just the, I guess you could say the hand that I was dealt. Anybody ever heard that in their lifetime? Well, this was just the hand that I was dealt. Ever heard like, well, just deal with it, right? Just deal with it. And so, if you've ever heard that, let's kind of break this down, shall we? Did you know everybody that has a suit between the numbers 2 and 10, please stand up. Please stand up if you got a card that's between 2 and 10. Please stand up. Please stand up. Excellent. Fantastic. All right. Between 2 and 10. Guys, give them a round of applause. Round of applause. You guys, guess what you guys represent? There's 36 of the 52 cards. That represents 69% of the deck. You guys were just like me, okay? So in other words, you guys represent the lower to middle class. How does that make you guys feel, right? In other words, maybe you were raised by a single parent. No, please keep standing. Please keep standing. No sitting down yet. Just kidding. She's like, oh my gosh, I'll stand back up. Maybe if you were born by, hey, look, if you had single parents, maybe you definitely weren't born into wealth. But these are the people right here that represent a lot of the United States. 69%. You had to fight to get your seat at the table. You're looking at somebody that had to file bankruptcy, right? She's like, yes, girl, I hear you. That was me too. Please do not raise your hand if you've gone through bankruptcy. It's okay, I don't want to embarrass anybody. But that was very embarrassing for me in 2009. I carried $26,000 of debt into my marriage the day I got married to Dustin. Boy, was that crazy. And these are your blue collar folks. These are the folks that, again, they had to fight. Then you look at the next set of cards. So thank you very much. You guys can sit down. The next set of cards, these are your face cards. Thank you, Jordan, because I actually had to talk to Jordan Smith, my manager, and I was like, dude, what do you call jacks, queens, and kings? He was like, Ashley, these are the face cards. I'm like, okay, great, fantastic. So if you have a face card, a jack, king, or queen, please stand up. Man, that's not, Jordan, you got a card. How cool is that, right? That's awesome. So here's the crazy thing. 12 of the 52 in this card deck, what do you guys represent when it comes to the United States? You guys represent 23% where you guys were just born into wealth. Everything was handed to you. That silver spoon, you got the car that you wanted, you got the ride to college, maybe it was Ivy League, maybe your parents even slipped, some inheritance in your bank account. So maybe you might be 21 in here, you got over $100,000 in your bank account, and people are like, how'd this guy do this? Maybe you're that guy. So here's the crazy thing about this. Both sets stand up, please. Both sets stand up. If you got a numbers card or a face card, you know what you guys represent? You've got lower, middle, and upper class. Here's the crazy part. You guys represent 92%. And it doesn't matter where you came from, doesn't matter if you were born into nothing, doesn't matter if you were born into everything. What I want to teach you today is that this group of people, this 92%, if you want to make something of yourself, you've got to get forged into the gap. All of you right now have a choice. You get to go into the gap because everybody wants to be a part of what? Everybody wants to be a part of the 8%. Did you know that there's 4 out of 52 that are just aces? That represents 8%. You guys want to be a part of the 8%, right? Do you? No, you don't. No, you don't. Do you really want to be a part of the 8%? Yes or no? Out there that didn't get a card, do you really want to be a part of the 8%? Yes or no? No. Because you are exactly where you are right now because of the way you think, because of the actions that you've taken and the responses that you've made. Do you want to change in your business? Yes or no? Excellent. Fantastic. Feel free to sit down. Thank you so much. So what we're going to find out today, folks, is this. Everybody might say, hey, look, this is the hand that you were dealt. But what about the gap that people chose to avoid? Feel free to write this down. Here's a nugget. The magic is found in the work that you keep avoiding. The magic is found in the work that you keep avoiding. Today, we're going to get on a journey, and I'm going to tell you 3 layers on how you can get forged in the gap to become a part of the 8%. Now, again, my name is Ashley Colie. Please follow me. Follow me on Instagram. It's Ashley4Colie. Just got my first tattoo. Anybody have tattoos? Awesome! I got my first tattoo, and it actually resembles my maiden name. I carry it because it was actually my dad who actually wrote the number 4. It's German. And that's his handwriting. And all of the cousins, all of the sisters, we all have it because it resembles our name. What's behind your name? So when you get forged into the gap, I want you to think about that. So the gap is the great equalizer. Feel free to write this down. GAP, the gap. Okay, what does it really represent? What are we going to go into when we go into the gap? Okay, Rob, here we go. Congratulations on being a power player, by the way. Super excited for you. Here we go. G stands for growth. A, adversity. P, pain. Let's face it. Every single one of you guys, you like a challenge. Say yes or no. Yes? All the men, before you even married your beautiful spouse, that girl, she was hard to get, wasn't she? Say yes. Men, guess what? Don't you all like a challenge? Yes or no? Man, that was like not. Do y'all like a challenge? Because that's when you come alive, is when you are challenged by something. Yes? So inside the gap, if you want to experience adventure, if you want to experience loneliness, If you want to experience hell on earth, if you want to experience the most greatest ups and joys that you could ever experience, guess how much I spent on vacation going to Scotland just a few weeks ago? I took my parents, I took my kids. I asked my mom, I said, Mom, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? And she said, Scotland. And I said, we're going, let's go. By the way, we're going to go to Iceland too. Did you know what I spent on that vacation just a few weeks ago was the same amount of money I made as a general manager in 2013? Somebody can say amen to that. The gap is where we find the Clark Kents. The gap is where we find the Peter Parkers. That's where we're trying to find the leaders. When Jordan Smith, whenever he mentors me, he always says, Ashley, you just got to find leaders. I mean, it's like redundant. You just got to find leaders. You just got to find leaders. So, folks, we're going to go on a journey from where you are now to where you want to be. The answer to get there is who you become. And who do you really need to become? And this isn't going to be a motivational speech. I really thought about this. I was like, what are the three layers that when I was looking at my journey, going from straight up, actually, I'll go backwards. If you can see this right here, average. In other words, okay, I got participation awards, all right? I wasn't your, first runner, even like the runner-up when it came to mile runs or anything, or sports. I tried out for volleyball, and I remember my captain of the volleyball, I wanted to be the captain, and I remember my coach saying, you're not going to make varsity. And I said, what the sugar nuts? You clearly don't know who I am. He's like, you don't have what it takes. Did I prove him wrong? One thing I teach my kids, Christian and Chloe, when the world tells you that you can't do something, what do you say? Watch me. Hell no. Okay. I hear you, Jesus. Let's go. That's awesome. But here's the whole thing, guys, is that when you actually look at this, okay, we're talking, I lived in the, right up there, oh, look at that. That's where we used to live in 2014. Yeah, in an apartment, 800 square feet, overdrafting our accounts all the time. That was the house that we rented. She wanted it for sale. I knocked on her door and I said, I do not have a good credit score whatsoever. It's like 400. Will you rent this to me? And she was like, this is so weird. I'm like, I know. I went to East Carolina University. She was like, me too. I'm like, shut the front door. I was like, I'm going to be the best renter you ever have. That's how we got into that house versus because we had a kid and we're like, I don't want to raise a kid in an apartment. And maybe you're that mom right now that's raising kids in an apartment. My son had to have his first birthday on the railings of our back patio, which was like nothing. You guys, here we go. Let's go into it. You ready? So if we're talking about the place of where you are and who you need to become, here we go. Stage 1, layers. You've got to learn how to reframe the hard. Will you be crazy enough to have the courage to be disliked? Will you? You're going to have haters, Joey. You know that. Eric, you're going to have haters. You're going to have people that quit on you. Will your actions be loud enough, Jesus, that they can silence your excuses? Will they? Because in the gap, it doesn't matter that your background can't fight for you, your name can't fight for you. It's only your choices that will. It's the responses that you make and the decisions that you make as well. And what's the cost of it? Here's the crazy thing. You ready? Do you love operating out of fear or faith more? Which one? No, really. Like, who's really going to say fear? Like, nobody's really going to say fear, right? But why are you still operating out of fear then? Let's face it. Why aren't you going for the 5 presentations a day? Why aren't you going after the close? Why weren't you up here as a power player? Why weren't you asking for, potentially that sale that you should have gotten? Fear not is mentioned 365 times in the Bible. Did you know that? Fear not. Do you think he was trying to tell us something? I do believe that he was. So what was he trying to tell us? Every day, remember to fear not, for I am with you. Your comfort will cost you your potential. Your comfort is costing you your potential. Reframe the hard. Hope is not a strategy. Hope is a mindset. It demands an execution plan if you're gonna go through these layers. You've got to look at hard differently. And the execution plan, guys, here we go. So if you could just go right there to the notes. Apologize for the points, I appreciate that. You gotta look at hard differently. And I hope if there is nothing that you got out of my talk today, get this one sentence. It will change the game for you. Ready for this? It's only hard because you lack the skill sets necessary to make it easy. Ooh, man, that like stung. Whenever somebody says, well, that's just really hard. Ashley, I don't know how you do it. You have 175 active writing agents. How the heck do you do it? You are the first female partner in any private final expense setting in the entire United States. The first female. How the heck did you do that in 2019? That just looks hard. I don't know how you do it. You're a mom. You've got an incredible marriage. I get to run around the house all day chasing my husband. I have an incredible relationship with my kids. How do you do it? It's just so hard. You see, challenges, they're training. It's a training ground for you. Obstacles, they're not in your way. They forge the way for you. But you gotta look at hard differently. You gotta look at hard differently. My son, real fast. So my son, he actually did not make the soccer team. He played 6th and 7th grade, didn't make the soccer team his 8th grade year. And I had to break the news to him. Devastated. You ever just wanna fight for your kids so bad? But it wasn't my fight. When I told him, he broke down. And I remember telling him, son, this is your fight, but you're gonna be in a sport. The coach said that he wasn't aggressive enough. Guess what his parents did? We put him in jiu-jitsu. And you can see it over here. Oh, sorry. Actually, right there. That's my son right there. You can see that rascal taking that guy down. 6 months he's been in jiu-jitsu currently right now. He's 14 years old. Talk about aggressive. When the world tells you that you can't do something, you say what? Watch me. When the world tells you that you can't do something, you say what? Watch me. Okay. Here's a big nugget. I can't put the fight into my son, but I can put him in the atmosphere where fighters are. What do you think Colie Askins does? He puts you in the atmosphere where fighters are. He puts you in the ring. Who chose the hard first, though? When you're reframing the hard, who chose the hard first? You or your coach? They chose the hard first. That's why you follow them. Be around the right players. I was in Jordan Smith's back pocket. My number one phrase to Jordan Smith is this: how should I respond to this? How should I respond to this? How should I really respond to this? And then I would do it. No matter how hard, no matter how painful it was, I did it. Number 2, second layer, ready? Whoops, second layer. You gotta have an identity alignment. You gotta become who your next level demands. What does that really mean? Okay, my daughter, not sure if it's like this ongoing thing with my kids. My daughter tried out for a competition for being a gymnast. Did she make the team, yes or no? Correct. In great Colie fashion, our last name, she did not make the team whatsoever. I had to break the news to her. And guess what I said? I'm saying, baby, I'm so sorry, but you didn't make the team. Let me tell you why you didn't make the team, though. She shed one tear. Guess what she did within 3 minutes later? She was up on the bars. She was doing splits. She was practicing her pull-ups. She was doing all the things that were necessary so she could make the team. Do you think she's gonna make the team next time? Hell yes, absolutely, because that's my daughter. So, here's the whole concept. What she was able to do was something that if you guys could master this, it would actually catapult you through the gap. You ready for this? You need to shorten your rebound response. Shorten your rebound response. You need to move forward faster. How did you do it, Ashley? I did it because I asked a mentor, a manager, someone that had a financial investment in me, and I said, tell me what I should do. Bam, he told me the answer. And that's exactly where, in my opinion, that's where courage comes into place. He's already been there. Write this down. Identity sticks when it becomes second nature. Identity sticks when it becomes second nature. Some of you guys, you just think that faith is a one-time event. No, it's not. Faith is a reoccurring event over and over and over and over. I just had Colie pray for me before I went on stage. You don't think I'm nervous? I'm not now, but I was earlier. First time talking in front of you guys. I've talked in front of 1,000 people before, but it was our company with North American Senior Benefits. No one was born an ace. All the aces at one time were a part of the 92%. So, in closing, when I tell you what the last layer is, let me kind of tell you a little bit about 2015. I had to sell my engagement ring for rent money. I had to, not only was overdrafting my account multiple times, but when you sit there, do you ever just feel like, could it get any worse? Anyone ever feel like that? And you're like, okay, I'm okay, God. Like, seriously, like, enough is enough. And then it starts to hail, and then there's a hurricane, and then, like, you get in a car accident, and you almost lose your life, and you don't have time with your kids because you're working, and you come home at night, they're already in bed. And I remember crawling up with my daughter. And you guys, I've been making over $1 million in deposits. I don't even like shouting out the income. But let me tell you why. That when you look at people up here on stage, just because they make a lot of money, that doesn't mean that they still don't go through hard. Because the moment you stop taking on challenges, guess what happens? You die on the inside. We were made for adventure. We were made to be forged. So this last point, this one right here. His timing, your relentless execution. Your relentless execution. You guys want to be an ace? Who wants to be an ace? Who wants to be an ace? I'm right here. Who wants to be an ace? Who's willing to fight for it? Who's willing to come up here and grab it, take hold of it? There you go, Jesus, sitting at our table today. There's only 4. That was it. There's only 4. Timing, timing. Your timing, your relentless execution. I remember going up to my daughter, and I remember telling her, I was like, Chloe, I was scratching her back. It was late at night already. This was in 2023, just 2 years ago. Already making over $1 million in deposits since 2020. And guess what? I was like, man, I just don't feel like I'm enough. I don't feel like I'm a good mom. I don't feel like I'm a good spouse. Like, I don't have time with you guys. And gosh, I feel like my team, like, there's a couple little things. And my daughter, 9 years old, she turned over. Woo! Don't cry, Ashley. She grabbed my cheeks. And she said, Mommy, you're enough for me. You're enough for me. Okay? You can clap for that. His timing, your relentless execution. You know why this third layer is so important? And I hope you hear these words and they haunt you in your sleep, Jacob and Camila. You need to fight like hell. You probably have never even fought before. When I say fight, to fight for something like your life depends upon it. Because your spouse, your kids, your grandkids, if you don't take on the battles that were meant for you, guess who has to suffer through them, to fight for them for you? Your kids, and then their kids. And then you wonder why there's generational curses. Because you chose not to fight. You were made to be forged. And this, whoops, risk over regret. Take the risk. Otherwise, forfeit. Take the risk. It's greater than regret ever will be. You can see a little bit of my lifestyle, Corvettes, houses. I take all that away. The relationships is what makes me rich. The relationships, the experiences that I get to have with my family. So my last question to all of you guys, great job for the 4 people that took the aces, by the way. My last question to all of you guys is this. How many people are relying on you to fight in the gap? How many? And are they worth fighting for? Are they worth fighting for? Yes or no? No, no, no. Are they worth fighting for? Yes. No. Are they worth fighting for? Then freaking prove it.
I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Wow.
I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Who has never seen Ashley speak before?
I don't know about you.
But who's like, I like hearing her speak now. Let's go. Give it up for Ashley Colie one more time. Phenomenal job. Absolute rock star. Wow. So good, man. So good.